Okay, guys, watch here. We're starting up with the guard retention. Okay, my partner's gonna put his hands on my shins. Okay, not on my ankles, but on my shins. Whenever this happens, you can see, look where my arms are. See, my arms are open as wide as possible. My elbows are open. I don't want to be here like this, because if I'm here like this, he could spin me. You know, spin me. It's just see, he's spinning me, and now he's starting to get the angle that he wants to attack me. Okay, let's go back. Look, now when my elbows are on the floor and my hands are connected to my knees, it's harder for him to spin me. Spin, because my elbows are acting as a brake. Okay, it's harder for him to tilt me. If I'm like this, look, he could tilt me. Look, now he's starting to leg drag or starting to attack me. Okay, look, now try to tilt me. Use force. Use force. Tilt, 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 tilt. He can't tilt me. It's harder to spin me. It's harder to tilt me, okay? Guys, he's touching my legs. I'm not attacking his arms. That's a big problem, okay? I cannot allow this contact to maintain for too long. As soon as he makes contact with my legs, I need to make contact with his upper body. Look how I pummel my foot inside his bicep, okay? I pummel my foot into a spider guard, and I do the same thing on the other side, you see? Both my feet are on the inside, and now I can easily strip his grips, and now I'm connected to his upper body. Guys, whenever I'm connected to his upper body, there's a variety of ways I can hold. Today we're holding at the elbow, we're holding at the wrist, and we're pushing the wrist towards the hip. We're pushing the wrist towards the hip, and we're pulling the elbow towards us. That's going to give us a nice control over his upper body. Okay, let's rotate. My partner's making contact. I'm on my back. Look how I pummel my foot inside. See, I pummel. I'm not going to give this guy control of my legs. If he tries to tilt me, he can't tilt me. If I try to reach like so, he can tilt me now. Look, see? Now he can tilt me. He can start initiating a pass. Now, look, he's closed the distance. Now I'm fighting with a lot more energy. It's costing me a lot more energy, to get up here and start working, pummeling my legs. This is a lot of work, a lot of exposure. You can leg lock me, you can take my back, okay? I want to minimize exposure to my legs and to my back. I hold like so. Guys, I'm not going to stay here long. Here, if he tries a quick move, try a quick move. I'm very stable here, okay? I pummel my foot on the inside. I pummel my other foot on the inside. I start to stretch my leg out. Only one leg out, okay? You never stretch both legs out, because then you can get toreando here, okay? You can get a lot of trouble. Remember, whenever you're playing on your back, there's always at least one knee in your chest. You never take out both knees. Never. There's no circumstance where I'm going to ask you, take both knees out of your chest, because now I'm exposed. Now, if he makes one quick move, he's going to have close the distance. His upper body's connected to mine. That's a lot of problems for me, okay? The guy on top has an advantage. I have to keep my knees between me and him. If I extend the leg, it's only ever one knee. Guys, of course you could pedal here. If I'm fighting, I could always push with the other leg and retract one, but I never push with both. If you push with both, you're going to get passed by a good passer, okay? My partner's here. He's trying to put pressure on me. I have a nice base. I pummel. I break his grips off my legs. You could notice I have one foot on his bicep, one foot on his hip, and now look, I start to bend his arm, okay? Like if I was doing a kimura, okay? So 2-on-1, 2 hands on 1. I'm here like so, guys. From here, I'm looking for his ankles. I'm going to be spinning and looking for his ankles, okay? I'm spinning and looking for his ankles. Okay? That's when I start to spin. When I start to spin now, I can start attacking him with K-guard. Now I'm in a really nice position, okay? See it again. My partner makes contact. Look how I pummel my foot inside. I pummel my second foot inside. I strip his grips. And now look, I'm going to start to spin. Guys, when I spin, it's going to be real easy to spin because I have my foot on his bicep, my foot on his hip, and I have control of his arm, okay? When I control his arm, I'm going to spin, and I'm going to go right into K-guard like so. Guys, when you do K-guard, you can have only one hand on the leg. You don't necessarily have to have two. When I'm controlling his wrist like so, this is a very good grip for me, okay? I can start to push my partner off balance, and then from here, we're going to be attacking. Okay, guys? I want you guys to break your partner's grips with your spider guard, create some mobility, and spin into K-guard just like so, okay? Let's go. Ready? All right, guys, watch here. My partner's making contact with my legs. I have my white base, but I'm not going to stay there for long. I'm going to start extending my leg, stripping his grips off my feet, off my shin bones, and starting to spin. Now, when I start to spin, I want to reach for his ankles. Even if he keeps his ankles far away, keep your ankles. As long as I have contact with his upper body, it's going to be pretty easy for me to spin, okay? Once I spin, I'm controlling the back of his knee. There's a variety of ways to grab the back of the leg. I'm not going to get too detailed on it. I want you guys to grab how you're comfortable. Okay? You're going to take your outside leg and you're going to chop behind his knee. Guys, I want to attack the back of his knee. I want to put his knee on the floor. I want to put pressure behind his knee. Guys, look how I swing my leg here and I start to chop. When I chop, guys, I close my triangle. See, I close my triangle on his leg. Like if you were triangling him on his upper body. And now look, I have one foot on his hip. If he tries to run away from me, that left foot is pulling me with him. It's going to be hard for him to escape. Okay? I got his knee down successfully to the ground. Now I'm in good position. From here, my right leg is behind his right leg. Okay, so there's a different scenario than if I had my left leg behind his right leg. Okay, now I have left versus right. you're dealing with right versus right. Okay, there's a lot of things to know when you're right versus right. The first thing you should be looking for is to create tension on his leg. See, now he can move his leg around. Look, when I grab his hip and I slide a little bit, now there's tension on his leg. I want to put his heel to his butt. See, I want to bring his heel to his butt the best I can. And from here now, I have a nice control over my partner. Wherever my partner goes now, he's stuck. Okay? If he tries to go forward, if he tries to spin it, whatever he tries, he's got nowhere to go. Guys, from here, I do have submission abilities here. If I start to pull on his hips and extend my legs, I can sub him here. It's a very strong sub. If you have the torque, you can do it, okay? Very simply, of course, you can take the guy's back. We've done it many times where we slide back and take his back. Today, we're going to try to finish. Guys, when I'm going to finish, I come up and I start attacking his leg. See? I start to pull his leg out from underneath him. Stay strong, stay strong. Look how I'm grabbing his leg, see? I'm pulling his knee out from underneath him. Watch how I'm retracting the other knee. I'm using my bear trap to pull his knee back, see? I'm dragging him back, see? I'm trying to flatten him out. I'm getting my hips over his hips, my back over his chest, my chest over his back, I should say. And now I'm putting a lot of tension on my partner. Even if you grab a seatbelt here, the guy's gonna tap, okay? You can stay on the waist, but as you get higher, you can start to grab that seatbelt, put pressure, and tap your partner. Let's do it again. I'm here like so. My partner has his grips on my shin bone. I start to strip his grips. From here, I spin. When I spin, my outside leg, my right leg is going to attack his leg. I chop behind the knee. When I chop behind the knee, I close my triangle. Look, I chop, and then I close a triangle. When I close a triangle, I use my hook to create counter pressure. From here, I start to push his knee down. I start to come up like so. Like if I was coming up on a omoplata. Guys, from here, look how I slide his knee back. Look, I just slide his knee back. See? I'm trying to slide his knee back. I'm trying to belly him down. I'm keeping his heel stuck to his hips, and I'm pulling him back. I start to come up to my knee. Look, I start to attack the other leg. See? I start to attack the other knee. I'm trying to take his knees out from underneath him. Now I can apply pressure like so. Now if I get to the seatbelt, he's going to be cooked. I stay on the waist until I can get to the seatbelt. I start to apply pressure, and now I'm going to tap my partner out. Okay? Guys, tap early. Don't wait for something to get injured. Okay? Let's see Stevie do it here. I'm putting my hands on his shin bone. I'm trying to put pressure. Freeze. Go back. Hands wide, elbows wide. Okay? Now he's got stability. If his hands and legs are not connected, I'm going to be able to do a quick pass. Okay? I'm here like so, you see? He's nice and stable. He's going to start to strip my grips. He's going to spin. When he spins, he's going to chop the back of my knee. He chops the back of the knee, closes the triangle. Close your triangle. When he closes the triangle, it creates a lot of tension. He extends his hips. He's going to force me down to one knee. From here, he's going to start to build. Okay? When he starts to build, freeze, build this foot to the outside, like so. Now start coming up. Now look, he's going to start pulling my knee away from my upper body. Yeah, see, he's pulling my knee back. Go ahead. He's flattening me out. Grab my ankle. Yeah, break down my base. He's breaking down my legs. Okay, keep going. A little bit. Yeah, so he's climbing up on top. Now if he gets to a seatbelt, I'm going to end up tapping. Guys, once you get behind your partner, you're trying to get your partner to sprawl. You're dragging his knees out from underneath him. You're bellying him down. You're putting him down on his belly, and you're finishing the squeeze lock. Okay, let's go. Ready?